Hi, my name is Natalia and I'm coming to you from Denmark, and this is my knitting podcast. Um, yeah, um, this room is still a little empty, so I don't know how my sound is currently, but we will try. I will start with, as always, with what I'm wearing. This week we have like autumn break in a school, so my kids are home, and I hope my son will try to don't interrupt us, because he's always really interesting what I'm doing when he is asked to not come in a room. So yeah, I will start with what I'm wearing, and this is sweater. It's called Hour by Sari Nordlund. I was knitting this sweater for her. I don't know how good you can see this. Yeah, it's like oversized raglan sweater. You need this top down, and it's held folded neckline. So you need this like double length and then fold inside and sew it, and then just knit in rest. The raglan construction is, oh, it actually wasn't, it was bottom up. I truly believe, because it's have really interesting construction of the sleeves. It's of raglan sleeves, because it's going like raglan, and here you have just few stitches and you sew it together. But shape is really nice, and I hold two yarn. The sweater pattern is called for holding two yarn together: finger and weight yarn and mohair yarn. Mine was different colors because my main color was lighter, like bluishly green, and then mohair was darker color. But in the end I get this mild effect, and I really like this. And this is sweater what I'm wearing quite often when it's getting colder. My main yarn was yarn what was merino yarn with cashmere, and it was light fingering yarn. And then mohair, it was just mohair with silk. I believe it was from Drops. I don't really know, but there is more details about the yarn on my Ravelry page, and I'm always linking my Ravelry page and my Instagram page, where you can look more on picture, on more details of the yarn. I follow the pattern of how it's called. I believe I need the smallest size, or maybe S. I don't remember, but it's a note on my Ravelry page. Yeah, I need this exactly like it was pattern was written, and I really like how it turned off. I get the gauge with recommended needle size, so yeah, that was really nice. Like sweater, like color. Yeah, probably should have more of them, but I feel like it's too warm for me. Have sweaters with more hair. So yeah, maybe I will try to make one more like this, but without mohair. Yeah, so that's what I'm wearing. And now I want to go more to my finished object, and this week I have to, wow. After I started at university again and we moved, it's I don't have that much time that I had before for knitting, so to have more than one finished object, it's something like magic. So last time I showed you, I started the Shift Cowl by Andrea Marbury, and I finished it. Yes, it's here, and I really like how it's turned off. Yes, it's look like that. The yarn what I used was I use three colors like a pattern calls for. First one was this beige brownie color. Yes, it's called Yarn Hero Fiber Arts. Yes, it's finger and rake yarn, and it's sock yarn, so it have 80% merino and 20% nylon. I went kind of like sad for this cowl from Aquila. She have left the knitwear podcast, and she knit a cowl, and she had her leftovers. She thought it was like half of that, and I still get leftovers from that set. I switched one color, so that was color 1. Then this one was color 2. Oh, it's from the set same dyer. This, I don't know if this have colorway. Yes, this have colorway scent. Then this green one was the same yarn, but the colorway was different. I will try to look if it's... Yes, that color cost called Algae. So green. First, second, and my third yarn was something what I decided to switch. Aquila knit with, that was orangey color. Yep. That's my leftovers from my yarn number 3. I get a lot of problems with this yarn because color change was really long, and sometimes it was really corresponding with this one color, and then I was knitting like 2-3 rows and understand that you cannot see that it's different yarns there, even that they're different, but that also was changing how it was going. If I will try to unfold this, you will see that there is like brighter green inside and then some brownish, and this yarn also had similar colors. So sometimes I was breaking that yarn and finding place where it was different. So yeah, that was my combination, and I really like how it's turn on. Oops, my yarn is going away from me. Yes, I didn't make the proper picture yet, but I really like my cowl. I think it looked really nice. It wasn't hard to knit, but yeah, sometimes it was needed to concentrate when if it's what pattern on this row called for. But yeah, was quite easy. And then it's pattern called to sew it together that I also made. And yeah, really like how it's turned out. We'll try to make some pictures and maybe insert how it's look, but I'm really happy with my finished object, and the yarn is really soft. So yeah, I'm happy, and the size is quite nice. I believe that mine turned out a little snugger, is because mine look different like on original pattern page, but I really like this because then it's closer to the neck. I don't really like the cowls when it's far from your neck. Then I don't see the purpose of that because yeah, it's not warm enough, and it's just something like just accessory. Yeah, but this one really happy. So yeah, that's my first finished object, and yeah, if it's possible, then I will try to insert some picture, or maybe I can try to put it on. Yeah, I will try. So still okay. So it's look like that, and I really like how it's look. I think it's nice. I can imagine to wear this with jeans jacket, and maybe even cold when it's become colder with gray jacket. Yeah, I think it's really nice. I like it, but I will probably should take it off because that will become too warm sitting in an apartment in mohair, sweater, and now in cowl. So yeah, really like it. Happy that I actually made this. It was on my make 9 list for this year and I make it. So yes. Yeah. So that was my first finished object, and now we will move to the second one. And my second finished object is socks. Do I have to? Yes, I have to. I have small shelves there, so I'm reaching for my knitting. I get the chair, and this kind of like my new knitting corner in this apartment, and I kind of like really like it. Yes, so I didn't block my socks yet. I still have even stitch markers. I didn't move the ends because previously I showed that I make one more pair, so I just was making them kind of like together to match. So not to match, yeah, from one yarn. And yeah, I will wash them together. As I told, I get this yarn on a sale, didn't know how that will look. How this socks look, I like more as how previous sock look. But even that I start in the same place, I still didn't get the same socks, what is like really strange for me, because it's first like look the same and I need one after another, so I cannot complain that my yarn is tension is changed, so gauge is changed, but they just don't end on the same moment when they starting. So two socks end in different place. Yep. So don't know how good you can see, but here I have like white, gray, bluish gray, dark gray, then it going like reverse colors. Then I get this bluish gray and that ends there. And on this socks I get white, gray, bluish gray, dark gray, bluish gray, and gray again. And like a lot of that. How that happens, and if you compare it, like that is the same amount of white, that is the same amount of gray, the same of blue. Yeah. And then how that happens, and they're the same size. I have no idea, but it just gets like that. But as I tell, I like the socks more than previous pair. I will try to put one of previous on the sock blocker. I didn't knew that color repeat is that long. Yeah, so I didn't knew where to start and all this thing, and basically when it's that long and the balls is 50 grams, you don't have really like chance to start this in different, because this is, I need this for the man size 43. I don't know American sizes, but European 43, it's quite big. So I didn't had a lot much yarn after this, but yeah, as I tell, like have this turn off more than this. It should be wash and block. It's look saggy on the sock blockers, because that's sock blockers for my size, and I use 37 and this is 43, so it's like 6 sizes in between. Why it looks strange. Yeah, but this one I finish after last podcast, and this it was finished before this. And yeah, I have 2 socks finished, and that will go to my project, what I will gift later. Yes, so 2 pairs of socks are ready, and I will probably never buy yarn like that again because it was quite boring to knit. Yeps. I'm kind of like okay with knitting socks, and I like knitted socks, but when the color's gone that long and there's like no pattern, because I wasn't doing any pattern, it's quite boring when it's like it was more than 30 rows of one color. So yeah, little too much. But yeah, that's all what my finished objects, what I have for my finished object for today. And now I will move to my W.I.P.s. Currently I have 3. I need a little on a blanket, but there was maybe 2 or 3 rows. I lost my, not knit, crochet on my granny stripe blanket. I lost my hook somewhere. I cannot find this. I believe it's somewhere here, but I just still didn't went through all things. And I get one similar number. I found one in my things similar, but it didn't have the handle. There's like hooks, but they are just like, they don't have a handle, and it's quite hard to crochet with that, at least for me. I believe there are some people who love knit like the crochet like that, but it was too hard for me. So yeah, I make this one line. There's nothing to show. But yes, I pick up on my Make 9. There's also mitten advent calendar. I will start with showing you some what I had knitted in previous years. Last year I make not a lot, just some 2 or 3 I believe. So mostly that was knit even before this. I have one problem. When I picked up this last year, I was like, oh, I don't know what needle size I use for that, and I take needle away from the project. I was like, oh, I don't know, let's try to figure it out, and it's take me 1 or 2 tries. Guess if I put needles back after finishing the last year? No. So this year I start again, make big part of the mitten, like maybe like that, and realize it's too big. So I just forgot all that and was knitting again. Yes, but this is a mitten advent calendar by Cassie Levinsky, I believe. There is link down below to my Ravelry. You can buy this pattern, and then it will include all charts. Or you can go on her website, and then you can download individual charts for each mitten. So yeah, it's choice what you want to pay, to don't pay, and then you have possibilities. So that's how much I have from previous years. If they are going in right, yeah, I believe. Then I had 11 of them. Each of them have like pattern and then number on top. You start in this from the cuff and going down. It's like quite small size. I don't know if we will compare this with a normal hand, then it's like, maybe it can be kid size, but like small kid size. My son is 6, he will definitely cannot reach good in this mitten. Yeah, but I choose to have white, black, and this pinkish color. I think I choose like that mostly because back the time I had this yarn available and I decided to go with this. But I actually like this combination. I'm not big fan of red color, so normally we don't put red. It will be like simple combination if I will put black, white, and red. And the blue by what I had back the time was like too dark, so that will be hard to see the difference, so I decided to go with pink. So I don't know how many of them I will show you. Like, they're quite, I don't know, nice pattern. This will just white and black and look nice. These have some heart symbol. Probably I should show them like that. It's making more sense. Yips. So yeah, and what I'm doing with them, like when it's Advent time, I just have a string and I'm hanging them on the small, I have like wooden clips, and I'm hanging them like that every day. I do not have all calendar yet, but yes, I'm working on that, and I think they look really cute and nice. Yeah, this one I believe was first one, and it's really nice. I really like how it's look. Yes, and because I don't know, I do not putting down my needle size, so sometimes I have difference like that. Don't know how good you can see this, but it's like almost centimeter longer at that one. I know that it was knitted in different years, but also needle size can help with that. Yeps. I run in one problem. I'm almost out of white color, so I will need to go and look for some white 100% wool yarn, and I'm knitting this. It's like finger and weight wool yarn. So yeah, all that was knitted before. Yarn what I'm using, it's hard for me to tell because I know the pink what I'm using, it's County, and the number is, do they have number? Cannot see that number, but it's 100% wool, and it's 400 meters in 100 grams. It's have a number, HJJ4. I have no idea, it's handwritten here. Maybe, I do not know. And black, just lost the label, I have no idea. And I'm just using some sock yarn when I'm putting pump on the side to knit later, because you start from, you cast in, don't remember how many, something between 40 and 50 stitches, then you work Latvian braid, and then you work in this, and when it's time to put the pump for the waiting time, you put this on a scrap yarn and then continue pick up in this after you're ready. So yeah, all that was knitted before. Now it's mess near me. Yeps, I will clean up later. And this year I made already one mitten. This one have horse on. Yeah, I didn't wash and block it yet, so it's look quite crinkly. So I make number 12, and I start to make number 13. You don't probably, it's hard to see the numbers. Yeah, it's really hard, but it's there. After it will wash, it will be there. And as I told before, that's all white what I have back. It's maybe one or two mittens. It depends how much white they need, because sometimes it's just two colors, sometimes it's like really small amount of color number 3. Like this one, it's mostly white and black, and they have like really small speckles of pink, stripes of pink. But yeah, should buy some white yarn. But yeah, one made this year and one started. Yeah, so 11 was to the end of last year. If I will get like, I don't know, 8, I believe I was planning to make 8 this year. If I will make 8, we'll be happy. If no, then they will be done next year. Yeah, yes, so that is my first work in progress. I know that, I don't know how all over the world, but here in Denmark they already put a lot of Christmassy things in shops. You already can buy decoration. They announcing some presents what you can look. They put advent calendars already in the shop. I think it's kind of like too early. It wasn't even Halloween yet. And yeah, it's October. I think it's too early for Christmas. Yeah, but I pick up advent calendar to knit. I don't know, it's just because of that or because I finished one of project what was on my Make 9. Yeah, but I'm doing this. My next work in progress. Do not see here. Yeah, let me pause and find my next work in progress. I left it on a sofa, so yeah. Now I found this. I signed for this knit for Eva Casau. I do not know if I pronounced this right. I believe no. Yeah, sorry, but the link will be down below. And this is a mitten, and it's called W.I.P.s. I have no idea. Yes, so I started like 2 or 3 days ago, but because it's really simple design but look great, so it went really fast. And I'm making the smallest size, and it's one mitten, it's ready. I don't know how good you can see the pattern with this light. I don't know that's that good. On the inside, on this that part of hand, yes, it just lines of 2 colors, but on front it have patterns, have like waves or I don't know, mountains maybe. I believe after I will wash it, the stitches will look better. I will try to insert the picture of designer mittens, but mine look like that. One is ready, and I should make one more. I will try to put this on. I just finished it, so it wasn't washed or blocked. I didn't have that any chance for that, but it's look like that. I think now you can see pattern more, but I believe after washed it will look better. But I'm really happy how it's turned out. One thing I don't know, and the pattern was called, I believe, for sock yarn, but I use 100% wool. And one problem what I'm getting with 100% wool, it's not really holding rib, at least for me. And this one is twisted rib and still look like quite stretchy. And I like my rib to look like quite snug, to be quite snug, but maybe if I will fold this. But then if I will fold it, it will stretch even more over the time. I don't know. I get this problem last year. I knit the... Yes, you can see pattern a little, but not that. So last year I was knitting the hat. It was color work hat, and there was ribbing here, and I made this from 100% wool, and that ribbon wasn't holding like at all. So after I finished the hat, I rip the ribbing and put some in similar color from with stock yarn, and that was holding, yeah. But that is my one finished mitten. I need to make one more, and I have time until end of October, so yeah, probably I have plenty of time. So that's my second work in progress. And yarn what I'm using, it's some leftovers what I had. I need the sweater using this color for color work that was super soft from Garnell Silk, and the color is called cinnamon sugar, I believe, or just cinnamon, and it's kind of like cinnamon. It's like orangey brown color, and another color it's just gray, dark gray color. And I like this combination. I think it's look quite nice. I was trying to use a little brighter orange, like orangey brown, but it was a little thicker and they wasn't combining right. There was visible that one yarn is thinner and one yarn is thicker. So I used this. I like that. They have like big difference, but I believe when it's full washed you can see the pattern better, because here down I can see it's clearly and up it's not that much. Yeah, I believe wash will help for this. So yeah, my second work in progress, and I have one more. This time I decided to participate in Knit Alone by Steven West and make a shawl. Yeah, it's kind of like tricky. I do not know if I like it, and I wasn't considering like, should I do this, should I don't do this, but it's always really funny to knit when someone else also knitting this. Last year I was going to I had like my knitting group, but because we moved, I saw that there are some knitting groups what I can join here, but I don't know how good, if they meeting now or no, because of Corona. And yeah, it's always hard to start. Now then, I don't really have like friends who are knitting here, so to participate in some knit alongs or something like that, I always feel like more involved and like I have someone to knit with. Yeah, so I signed up for this year. So far I do not know how I like it. I saw that today new clue already came, and this year it was a bonus clue after first one, but was quite fun because there was not long time to make it. Yeah, but I don't know how to make this spoiler or another thing. But if you also knitting this and don't want to see it, I make the first clue and bonus clue. So if you don't want to see this, then just look away. And basically it's my last project, so if you don't want to see this, you can just feel free to stop this video and I will see you next time. Yeah, but if you want to see this, now I will show it. So my sleep extravaganza look, oops, too much things all over. Yeah, yep, I will show it's folded because my needles are not long enough. Look like that. Yep. I saw after I knit my first clue, I saw that someone make first clue without making the stripes in these honeycombs, and that was look nice. So they basically use like one contrasting color in one repeat and another in another, so it was looking really nice, but I didn't feel ready to rip mine. And then this was the bonus clue, and I kind of like feel that some of my yarn are really similar colors, even that they wasn't looking like that. Yeah, cannot show you all how it's look because it's on a needle. I don't know how I'm feel about these big holes, and I'm not big fan of stripes. It's actually just one thing what I don't really like in this shawl. I don't know. I like stripes to wear. I don't like them to knit. I don't know why. Yeps. So it's look like that. I will show you yarn what I'm using. So far, I cannot tell like I'm excited about this. So far, I like it, and I believe after this glue it will start to look how that will look in the end. Because so far, I don't know. That will be like a middle part. If that will be the edge, I don't think that will be the edge. Maybe that will go like that, and then from here. I have no idea so far. No, probably my guess is that next time we will pick up on this side, but we was told to leave that, so there will be something more here. But before that, I was thinking that we will pick up here and we'll knit up. Yeah, so back to my yarn. I decided to use a yarn from Smoke Sock yarn. It's yarn called Reloved Merino. It's really affordable yarn. It's cost around maybe €3. Yeah, maybe €3 for ball. I don't know exactly, but if you will Google this smoke sock, you can choose different currency, and that will tell how much it costs. It's Danish yarn. It's like Danish boutique, but they send in all over the world, and I like really the quality. I already make a sweater of that yarn and a cowl. It's really soft. Okay, at least it's soft for me. Yeah, and it's have 75 merino, 20 polyamide, and 5 of viscose. Yeah, I really like this. So this is my main color. It's like almost black, charcoal gray, but almost black. Then this one is my second color. We'll try to hold this together. And then, oh, this two is also two colors. So that's my main color, and this is 3 contrasted. And like that on the camera, I can see clear difference between these two light gray. But when I knit this, they look quite similar. I will show you again. I'm really afraid to lose some stitches. Like this one is this on top, this bonus glue, it's this lighter. But here it's that gray color. But if I will put like that, they will look like I use the same color. So I kind of like don't know, but I decide to don't rip anything and to go with that, and we'll see how that will turn. And yeah, as I told, the next clue already is live, so I can probably knit it more. Yeah, so far I have one mitten to do, continue with my advent calendar and shawl, and I really would like to cast some cardigan because it's becoming colder, but it's still that time when it's too cold, too warm, and because of corona at university we are not it's quite cold because teachers are told to keep windows opened, so it's actually quite cold in the room sometimes. And yeah, sometimes I feel like I need extra layer, so I will probably cast in some cardigan. If you know some raglan cardigans knitted from top down, then let me know. Other of this, nothing actually happening, like really. We had some more restrictions about the corona, but everything looked like okay. I'm just always um, not secure about all the situation because I'm always getting some messages from the school like, oh, this class was sent home or that class was sent home. And now here they have a policy, if some kid in the class is tested positive, then all kids are sent home and teachers who was working with them are sent home, and they all are told that they should go through the test, and then after all class have tests they are allowed to come back in a school. Yeah, and so far my son wasn't sent home. At university it's work a little differently. We just told to don't come to university if we have corona and report that, and we also told to don't come if you like planning to go to test or something like that. Week not last week before that, both I and my husband feel sick, and we had like some symptoms, and our doctor told that we probably should go and make test, even that we can think that it's just simple flu. But I'm surprised how smoothly and easy all this test was. We didn't had corona, but we just came. First I tried to register myself for the test in a hospital, and I even get the place at the same day. They had a time. I went online, it was maybe 7 in the morning, so, and they had some place available between 11 and 12. It wasn't a lot place left, it was like maybe 4 or 5 place for the day left. But I registered myself, but after this, in the morning we deliver kids to school, and then my husband told that we probably should just go and find some this mobile testing place. They have some place in a city they choosing, like this week they will stay in there, and then you can just come there and be tested. So we decided to do like that. We find the place, wait a little because we came before the opening. They was opening at 9, and we came maybe like 20 minutes before, and maybe 20 past 9 we already was in this place where they doing this, and already like they take a test, and then they tell that it take around two days, up to 2 days to make it. And even that we made this Friday, they tell that it's not. I was thinking that we will get result from Monday, but they tell like no, they work even in a weekend. So next day, I don't know, maybe 2 hours later, day before this we was making the test, we already got results. So yeah, that was quite cool. But because of this, I was need to make one of my had one of my lecture from university online. Yeah, and it's quite hard for me. I like to be in a class. I think I'm getting more information like that. It's easier to concentrate just on that, as at home we always distract with something. And yeah, as I thought, like we all decided to stay home, so we was home, all are there, and I'm trying to participate in lecture. Yeah, that wasn't that cool, but yeah, at least we get known that that wasn't corona. And actually with like I have fever like maybe 2 or 3 days, 3 days, and then oh, just like I get interrupted with call, sorry. So yeah, as I told before, all went smooth and all was nice, but I hope to don't do this again. It wasn't the pleasantest experience. Yeah, but that was all for knitting and for life update. And yeah, I hope to make a new video like every 2 weeks. It's look like it's working for me, and during these 2 weeks I hope to finish the mitten, continue with the show, so it should be that next time we will have at least one clue made. Yeah, so that was all. Hope you're all well, and yeah, we will meet here in 2 weeks. Hi.